I don't believe we are so divided the way the world leaders try to make us believe, the division they represent. I believe we are very, very much connected. All of us, all of humanity, all the life on earth, all the nature. We are so much more connected than we think in our everyday lives. It's all about connection, coexisting, and co-creating. If you feel the same way, stay with me. When I feel the noise of division in humanity and all the terrible things going on in the world, I take a deep look in myself and think about what I can do not to get sucked into this gap, into the gap of hostility and disconnection. I try to reconnect with myself. I have this image of mushrooms in the bottom of the forest. Research has shown recently that all life in nature, trees and plants, they communicate through this invisible network that the mushrooms they make underground. Huge network. And I feel that humanity is connected in the same way.
Chanterelle heaven.
Yeah.
I feel I'm connected deeply into humanity and nature in the same way. I can distract myself so much in my everyday life through too much information from media, too many bad news that kind of fries my nervous system and puts a fog in my head. But when I really reconnect with myself and feel what it is like to be me in this world, I do believe in humanity. I do believe in connection and coexisting and co-creation. That's the meaningful life. That's the meaningful life that gives ultimately everyday happiness. It kind of starts with the personal growth. Looking at my own actions in the world, deciding what kind of human I want to be, thinking about what I say, what I do, what I think, knowing that everything I do and think and say travels, it ripples out in the world. One thing I think a lot about is, the really hostile debates on the internet with people having no patience and no openness and no curiosity with each other, but just anger that maybe is an offspring of fear, some communication that buys into that division, feeds it, feeds the beast in the internet and feeds the beast within ourselves. I get reactions when I read stuff like that, and I can have an impulse to react on it as well. But I breathe and I step back. I see it in a way like, have you ever had a game of pool? You You hit the white ball smashes into the red ball hits the green, and the green rolls slowly over and gives a kiss to the yellow one on the side. Kind of the same way, I think, our actions, our words, and our thoughts, they ripple out in our surroundings. So I don't believe we are powerless in all the division and all the good and bad going on in the world. I believe that we do have the power, and power set in a healthy and balanced way. Like, the good form of power is having power to choose the dark or the light, having the power to create our own lives, having the power to choose love, having the power to clean up inside in our own patterns, old patterns and structures that we are stuck with and maybe have been stuck with since forever. Dynamics that doesn't serve us anymore in our individual lives, in our collective lives, to start at home in our own hearts, to deal with whatever issues we have to deal with, to walk out into the world and connect with other people, to see other people for what they truly are. And by that I mean what we don't feel we have in common is not even the tip of the iceberg, it's the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in common as human beings than we think. Maybe we don't immediately share the same interests, but believe me, we do have the same needs. Love, approval, and appreciation. We need food, safety, love, belonging, making a difference in the world. It's all common ground. If we start to see the common ground and meet each other from a place of openness and common ground, that's a choice we can make on everyday basis to make the world a little bit better. That's actually the power we have. I believe it. I really believe it. Yeah. That's my morning thoughts for today. Thank you for listening.